Hey everyone!
Welcome to Farm Talk Friday.
On Saturday.
On a Saturday. It is Saturday, April 11th, 2026. We were traveling all day yesterday and we didn't have time to do the show. So
here we are.
Here we are.
Showing up one day later.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We're not at home right now. We're actually in San Jose.
Yeah, but we have someone watching our house.
That's for you, thieves.
Yeah. All you thieves out there. Watch out.
Yeah, so anyway, I was just enjoying some amazing mango that was grown at our place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, it's one of the best tasting mangoes I've ever had.
Is that right?
Yeah. And there's no, nothing had gotten inside of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
We often are fighting that.
Yeah, so it's fantastic mango. It's mango season. And it was one of the mangoes we showed on the show.
Last week.
Yeah. And it ripened up a little and it's so good.
Okay. That reminds me that Jose said we are out of the agricultural bags. He either can't find them or they've disintegrated.
Okay, we'll ask him.
So,
I feel like I've seen them recently. Maybe we'll buy more.
So I don't know what to say to the men, but ladies, the agricultural bags are jewelry bags. They're the organza jewelry bags in different sizes. And I don't know what came first. Agriculture or jewelry, and then one industry said, hey, we can use that. Yeah, maybe we need to do some investigative research on that. So now I'm bigger because you're sitting back.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, it's
You're
not
big girl.
okay. No, so anyways, hi everyone. We don't know who's on. We can't tell unless people start commenting.
Well, my mom's trying to watch. We know
Yeah,
that.
we saw that. We saw
Hi, Mom.
a message pop up. So this week on the farm, we had the nice visit from Katie Bunny and a friend of hers. It was really nice to meet
Hi,
Mike, who, was integral to Envision this past year. And he has an amazing project going where he is. And
Rancho del Sol. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And he's a chef, and I wanted, he was teaching me, I really wanted to make pickled red onions, sliced pickled red onions. It's a simple process, but I hadn't done it yet. And he was explaining to me, but then on their last day there, before they left, he delivered us this big jar of it. So he made it while he was there, and so I'm super psyched about that.
Yeah, it was super nice. And then they were helping me twist cotton into wicks, de-seed them and twist them into wicks. And then Mike knew, about the cotton gin and how revolutionary it was. And, until you start trying to take them apart, you don't really realize why the cotton gin was revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's it takes a lot of time to do that. And he was saying, he looked it up, and I forgot to ask him for the video that he watched, but that you can take two pet brushes and somehow get the cotton off the seed a lot easier.
Or use a pasta maker.
Did he show you which one?
No.
I would like to get a pasta maker.
Yeah.
And use it as a cotton gin.
Yeah, we can make some pasta too.
Perfect.
All right.
So anyways, in other exciting news, we had, I'm going to save the one thing for last.
Okay.
But we had a tree go down. So Warumos are these trees that apparently are not forever. We've had probably 3 or 4 of them go down in the past, usually after a heavy rain. And so I think that their root structure is just, sometimes you see online, these depictions of trees, and it's a tree and it has all of the branches, and then you see an equal amount of root structure underneath, and you kind of recognize that what's being said here is, it's as above, so below sort of idea. And And it's like, oh yeah, of course it needs all those roots to like hold itself up like that. Well, some trees are not like that. And so when they're not like that, they can fall over. And apparently this one got too hot because it's been super hot and just said, I'm over it.
Good night.
Yeah. So it fell, we cut it up, and now I have a little, well, you call it in Spanish escalera. So like a little, I'm calling it an escalera. Like we didn't turn it into a ladder, but I'm going to step on it. We're keeping the trunk by the noni tree because it was growing next to the noni tree. And then I get to step on it to collect noni.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, Jose, we're keeping this part here. And then we're going to cut up the trunk. And then he made seats and we put those in the Momento Oro area. And so around the almond tree, which was grown for shade in that area, now we have seats for our pop-up party that may or may not happen this year. We never know, but the window is usually March to May. So if it does go, hopefully it waits for us to get back from this trip. But if not, friends, you know what to do if the tree goes, and I will message you because I'll get the message from Jose. So. And then finally, the most exciting thing that happened this past week was I went out on a Sunday, just trimming things up. I'm so glad Ken was there. Oh my God. And
should I describe my experience first, or you?
Well, I want to say what happened first, okay. and then we'll switch to you, and then I can fill in. But I was apparently not being very observant, and I ended up running to the house being chased by wasps.
Yeah, but not just chased; they caught you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I still kind of have a reaction here and here. This is like a week later. Uh-huh. I've tried to like squeeze out stingers and poison. I've put essential oil on my skin. It's still there. I don't know what I need to do.
Yeah. So I'm in the house, and all I know is I just start hearing screams like ah! Ah! And here comes Giovanna running towards the house, throwing her clothes off as she's running.
That was my hat Ken was throwing off.
We didn't find the skirt for a couple of days, you know?
No, the shirt and the hat were gone for a couple of days. The skirt was right next to the house. But...
Okay, and when he pulled off one thing, I saw a wasp
fly out.
It. Yeah. And then you jumped in the pool. Yeah.
Well, that was your idea. Well, I mean, that was kind of my idea, but I'm screaming. Ken's like, what's happening? I'm like, I'm being chased by wasps. Or I didn't actually know what they were. I was like, are these big bees? I'm not sure. It's interesting how many things go through your head, but you're in between like thought and instinctive reaction. And so what happened was there's on one side of our vivero, which is our little nursery, these water tanks. And they've been placed there next to some jasmine bushes. And I haven't like trimmed that area for probably like a year. I was like, oh, it's time. Here we go. And I just started rustling things around. And I wasn't even like really trimming yet. I was just kind of like pulling it off of the water tanks. And then I hear buzzing, fine, whatever. And then it seems like there was more were joining the buzzing around my head party. And then I thought, oh gosh, okay, maybe this is personal. So I stepped back away from it. I was trying to back up. So like if you step in ants, step away. Like, don't stay in the spot where the ants are. That's what I've learned with ants. And Amanda Darling calls me the ant queen. But it's like, don't stay where you're at. Like, move. So I move, and they seemed like not only to follow me, but more were coming. I was like, I think they're upset. So I start walking fast, and they are following me. And this is, by the way, it's kind of like a worst nightmare. I have always had kind of like a head phobia, especially for insects. And I've spent a lot of time working on that. So actually, I think this was a very good experience for me because it doesn't get a lot worse than that. There are some things, I won't name them, but this is probably pretty well up there for nightmares.
Basically, you were whacking at their house with your machete.
Okay, I didn't have a machete.
Well, you had something.
Well, I just had my hands. No, all I was doing was taking the branches away. I was wrestling around. I wasn't even cutting anything yet.
Yeah.
And but I would see this nest like a few days later, and I was like, oh my God, it's like right there. Like, I can't believe I didn't see that. But apparently this experience was supposed to happen. So anyways, I am walking away. I'm starting to walk away more briskly now. And I realize, oh no, they are like after me. They are following me, and they want to get in under my hat and chase me and bite me or whatever they're going to do. So I start running. I didn't even remember that I had a shirt on. Apparently that came off first, or I guess the hat had to. Yeah, hat goes flying. I don't remember this. I think maybe, like, I didn't want to swat at them, and I did not want to scream, but all of that just happens to happen at some point. And so a hat goes, some shirt goes that I found a couple days later. And so now I'm running, I'm screaming. Ken's like, what's happening? I'm getting chased by something. He's like, okay, maybe you should jump in the pool. I'm like, yeah, I thought about that. Okay. And so I get to the pool and I pull off my skirt and I throw that. And I jump in, and I see some of them buzz off. So that was the only thing that I think kind of saved me. Later on, like an hour later, I knew my skirt was right there, and I go down, and I was worried. I'm like, I wonder if there's some wasps on it, and there was like 3 of them. So I opened it up, like 2 of them flew away, and one of them was still on it. So I just very carefully like folded it again, placed it in a garden that was, kind of far away, and then reopened it so it could go. But those guys chased me probably like 50 meters. I think they'll chase you up to 100 meters. And so I would look later. I notified the community because I didn't know if they had heard me screaming. I wanted them to know that I was okay. And one of our community members, she doesn't really live in our community. She just owns property there. But she had a wasp issue also recently that looked the same. And I don't know. We think they were the executioner wasps. That's what they're called. I know. I'm going to wrap it up. Ken's getting that thing. What's that thing?
Well, I'm doing it off camera because no one's supposed to know.
Okay. Okay, anyways, look, I got chased by wasps. It was very exciting, and I'm glad it happened, but I still have my war wounds, and I can't remember if, like, I actually have, like, more dots on my back, or if that's, like, just part of a dream that I've had in the last week about that experience. So anyways, we gotta go. We're gonna go have a nice dinner.
See you next week on Farm Talk Friday.
Or not, maybe not. But
Well,
we love you
maybe.
guys. Okay, bye.